A Swedish deep sea treasure hunter has just come forward on Jesse Michaels' podcast, American Alchemy, right? And has exposed that they discovered essentially an enormous UFO at the bottom of the Baltic Sea. Obviously, this is incredibly exciting to me, so I wanted to make a video about it to talk about what he discovered. So obviously, this wouldn't necessarily be labeled a UFO or a UAP. This would be classed as a USO, an unidentified submergible object, okay? Because it's submerged underwater, but it could be a UAP that crashed there. Obviously, the context of the situation we're going to talk about right now. So over on Jesse Michaels' YouTube channel, he recently dropped the YouTube video, "We found a UFO at the bottom of the Baltic Sea, treasure hunter Dennis Asberg," right? It was dropped a day ago, and it's racked over almost 300,000 subscribers in a little over a day, which of course means that people are really talking about this and really are interested to see what's going on. Now, Dennis Asberg is a Swedish deep-sea explorer, entrepreneur, and CEO of Ocean X Team, a company specializing in underwater expeditions for shipwrecks, historical artifacts, and mysterious seafloor anomalies. And boy, did he find one. He was born and based in Stockholm, Sweden. And he's a seasoned diver with thousands of logged dives. Known for his passion for uncovering, quote, lost civilization and mysteries of our planet, Asberg describes himself as an explorer and entrepreneur who has faced significant personal and professional challenges in pursuit of groundbreaking discoveries. Now, his work blends treasure hunting with scientific inquiry, often pushing into controversial territory like potential UFO-related phenomena, which is what we're going to be talking about today. Despite skepticism from mainstream scientists, Asberg has built a global following through media appearances, documentaries, and social media, where he shares his expedition footage and teases revelations. Now, obviously, that's a little bit about Asberg, Dennis Asberg, because you need a little bit of context as to who we're talking about here to know what we're on about, right? But what he's claimed in this podcast with Jesse Michaels, right, is actually mind-boggling to the point where this is quite the significant, turn, and it really enforces the things that Tim Gallaudet, who was the Rear Admiral who's come forward and has been a part of the UAP congressional hearings in Congress, has stated, and he's really kind of reaffirmed a lot of the things that he's said. So, the story behind this claim, right, stems from a recent episode of American Alchemy, which was aired on November 15th of 2025, which of course is hosted by Jesse Michaels, where Swedish treasure hunter and deep-sea explorer Dennis Asberg discussed his team's discovery of a mysterious, get this, 60-meter, which is around 197-foot object on the Baltic Sea floor. Asberg, who is the co-founder of Ocean X Exploration Team, described it as a massive disc-shaped anomaly that exhibits highly unusual characteristics, leading him to speculate it could be a crashed UFO or some form of non-human craft. This isn't a brand new find though, it's tied to the infamous Baltic Sea anomaly, and first detected by Ocean X in 2011. But Asberg's interview adds fresh details from recent dives and analysis, reigniting speculation about this craft. Now, let's give a bit of background on the Baltic Sea anomaly. So, it was actually discovered back in June 2011, while sonar scanning for shipwrecks in the northern Baltic Sea, which was the Gulf of Bothnia, about 90 meters or 300 feet deep. Ocean X's team, led by Peter Lindberg, and including Asberg, captured a grainy image of a 60-meter circular object with straight edges. What appeared to be a quote-unquote staircase and a 300-meter runway or trail leading to it. Initial media hype called it a potential UFO crash site, drawing comparisons to the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. Now, the coordinates are kept somewhat secret by Ocean X to prevent interference, but it's roughly between Sweden and Finland, or so it's believed to be. There have been previous expeditions, so divers in 2012 reported equipment failures, for example, jammed cameras, failing electronics near the site. And the diver claimed the water temperature dropped dramatically from -4 degrees Celsius to from 4 degrees Celsius to near freezing, which of course is sub-zero. Samples collected including granite and gneiss rocks, which experts attributed to Ice Age glacial deposits. Now, no definitive artificial materials were confirmed from the site. So here's some key details about it. So the shape and size, it was believed to be a 60-meter black disc detached from the sea floor, not embedded like a rock, and features jagged right angles, corridors, and moldings suggesting artificial construction. The surface markings are apparently inscribed triangular symbols on the top. Electromagnetic effects, so it disrupts GPS, sonar, compasses, and electronics within 200 meters, and storms and lightning reportedly cluster directly overhead. There was also some kind of quote-unquote breathing phenomenon as well that took place. So a diver observed sediment, which he quote-unquote inhaled and exhaled through sediment that inhaled and exhaled through holes in the structure, like respiration. And the local temperature dropped to 0 degrees, impossible from that depth and pressure. And age and context. So it was believed to be buried under Ice Age segments, which is about 14,000 years old. But with features predating known human technology, nearby World War II wrecks show no similar effects whatsoever. Now, you're probably wondering, what does this mean and why is this relevant if it was found back in 2011? There are some recent developments, especially surrounding crowdfunding and new dives. So there was relaunched efforts back in 2024 to try and visit this site. There were testing breakthroughs like in 2025 in July when Asberg posted a cryptic video transcribed from Swedish claiming scientific data from Villarreal's work showing incredible things. Obviously, Villarreal is the lady that's been able to kind of prove through vetted and now published papers that there were things in our atmosphere prior to the Sputnik program, which of course was our first ever satellites in orbit. What put them there? Well, that's what we hope to find out. So obviously all of this kind of beautifully amalgamates together. But this clip really kind of hammers home Asberg's, expedition essentially.
I mean, if you just list the anomalies, you have biological material in the Dead Sea.
Yeah.
You have right angle corners.
Yeah.
You have an object that's 180 meters, so it's very big.
Yeah.
You have, it's hard. You see that's detached from the seafloor. You have electromagnetic anomalies that it's causing. Then you have thunder conducting, hitting it. Yeah. I think that's extremely, and then you have a team of people who have been diving for decades.
Yeah.
All having tons of data points, and they've never seen anything like it. So I think that's very worthy of investigation.
Yeah.
And so some people might be wondering, because you described it as a round object, but it also had right angles, and right angle corners and stuff. Yeah. How does that work exactly?
It's not a flat, disc as many perhaps think. It's a quite rough surface around it.
Okay.
And then you have these corridors and angles. So, and it's not round in the corners. It's rough. It's perhaps it's broken.
Okay.
I have been there for a while.
So the circumference is 180 meters.
Yeah, but
roughly.
If you look at from upside, it's round, but still
there's some jagged right angles and stuff. Yeah. And right angles in a way where it's not just a little sliver or whatever. It's like longer right angles that imply artificial construction.
Yes.
Fascinating, man.
Yeah, it is, for sure.
It's insane.
Have you seen all the remote viewers have done all the things about the Baltic Sea?
Remote viewers? Have they?
Remote, yeah.
When we were in Sweden, I called Joseph McMonagle and Angela Ford, and they helped us with this retreat. Okay. So we should, I don't have reception, right?
No, we don't have any connection.
I was going to say, I could easily call them. Well, what do they say? What do the remote viewers say?
Oh, that is constructed, and it's, some have said it's made of gold.
Really?
Yeah, it's some kind of energy source.
Really?
Yeah.
For energy source for what?
I don't know.
So which remote viewers say this?
There are lots of it. I can send you the link of.
Oh yeah, but please. I'm gonna write it down.
But the cool thing is also when the Finnish guy, our colleague from Finland, was here, he mentioned, okay, this is man-made. This must be constructed. Mm-hmm. and it looks like it's a high voltage thing. And I just high voltage. So that's like something that put out high voltage, like power.
Who said that?
The Finnish guy.
Whoa.
And I have it on tape also.
That's amazing.
I have it on tape.
It's quite incredible. It's quite an incredible find. So I really hope that they dive deeper, pardon the pun, dive deeper into this and discover what this actually is, because everything seems to point to it being not of this world, not a natural created thing, and something far beyond the capabilities of us as humans, which excites the living shit out of me. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments while you're down there. Jump to get the hell out of that like button and subscribe. If you want to check out the full episode, you need to go over to Jesse Michael's YouTube channel. It's over there. It's about an hour and a half long. It's a very good watch. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll speak to you later. Peace.